What's happening, Ice Cubes? My name is Matty Icedq, and it's that time again for another vlog. Hopefully not one where I go off for 30 minutes to an hour off on something, because actually, I am actually doing pretty well. So far, I've been pretty consistent in terms of not only videos, but also attitude. Like I've actually had a pretty consistent attitude throughout this past week or so since I last talked about stuff. Yeah, obviously I need to shave again. It's that time. It's that time again. Every couple weeks I have this shitty neck beard every couple of weeks that I gotta shave down. Well, I trim it. I don't shave it, I trim it. Because completely shaving it off serves no purpose other than just making it go away. Trimming it makes it grow in more, and that's what I've not been doing right for many years, and that's why my face is not as filled in as it should be. Because I've been doing it wrong. Because I'm a bad person. Anyway, but yeah, I have a lot of good stuff hopefully planned out. Because yeah, Sunday we didn't get any more of the Forest Fairies recorded or anything. We Bart had to cancel. Beeper had D&D, and I just kind of was left to the wayside for that. I don't want to have to do another episode of just me and Beeper, because otherwise we're going to have to carry the whole show until Bart suddenly decides it's worth his time. Nothing against Bart. That sounded negative. It's not. Bart is great. It's just that some of his proclivities kind of peeve me a little bit. And normally I don't let that get to me, because otherwise he's a great friend. He's great to talk to. He's great to hang out with. Ugh. Something in my throat. I'm fine. I'm not dying, I promise. But it's been a very productive time for me, because I've gotten so much done. It's actually kind of ridiculous. And I've been having fun. Like, I've been having so much fun with it. Because I did the stream the other day, and I just kind of had fun with it. I kind of want to do that again. Maybe I'll do that today. Yeah, after I get this video up, I'll probably do that today. That's probably what I'm going to do today, is pick a game to stream. Because it'll be fun. I don't stream a lot. Even with my upgraded internet. Mostly because even with my upgraded internet, I still am not at the point where I can stream consistently. So I don't know. It's a lot of workshopping a lot of things in terms of my setup and such. Because in terms of recording, good lord, I need to stop smacking into that. I need to stop having this set out so far so I do stop smacking into it. It's really become an issue. But, and if I didn't have my microphone so close to me, that would probably help too. But what am I gonna do? I'm so used to having it in my face, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I probably just need a new microphone that has better distance. Like, if I could set up my microphone, like, up here, like, way up here, out of the way, I would do it, just not on a boom arm, because I wouldn't trust the boom arm. Because I could probably still do that with my Yeti X that I have. I don't trust the boom arm. That's the problem. I don't know. It's something I'll probably have to try out to really know if it'll work or not. Because that's one thing I didn't do with the Yeti X was try to hang it upside down, like the way it's supposed to be with the shock mount and whatnot. But it's such a beefy microphone. It's so heavy that it's more likely that it's just gonna drop. The damn thing's so heavy it'll flip my table over if I take my eyes off of it. There's no controlling the damn thing. Anyway, but no, like it's a great microphone. Like it has a few port issues, like the connection. 'Cause the connection into the Yeti X is like these. It's a micro USB. Instead of what my microphone uses, which is one of these. I'd unplug it and show you, but then you couldn't hear me. This is how I have it set up when I do voice stuff. I have it directly right here in line with my face. Because then I get the full potential of my all of this stuff that I have hooked up on it. But yeah, this is not the one that I use for my Yeti X. That's the one I use for my mouse, because my mouse is rechargeable. Port's right there. I just bam, and I plug it into my computer and it charges. I like this mouse. I don't use a wireless mouse very much, but this one, I like this one. This one's really nice. It's a little slow, but that's mostly a mouse pad issue rather than a mouse issue. Because this other one that I have hooked up, which is my wired mouse, I had to get rid of the other one because it's not working right. It's not working right is the issue with that one. I noticed there were some issues with this is one of my old ones. This one is really precise. I like this one a lot. Also, I could change the color on it whenever I want. Just press a button, whatever. Fun stuff. It matches my other keyboard that I have, because I have two sets of keyboards down there that I'm not using. I keep them as backup because in case this one ever bites the dust, because this one's my keyboard. I love this keyboard. It's a great keyboard. It's awesome. It's also a little dusty. There we go. But it's a great keyboard. Love this keyboard. This keyboard is also a good keyboard. I love this keyboard because of the way the keys are and how they feel. But I don't use it for... I like using this one for typing. I don't like using this one for gaming. I like using this one for typing. So, like, if I want to relax, I could just plug it in and bam, have a good typing keyboard. Because, I don't know. And also the keys are circular, like a typewriter. Kind of like that. That's kind of why I like it. It's unique. I like that. Also, it's not as dirty as I thought. Oh, it's missing a key. Where's my 4 key? I just noticed my 4 key is gone. Uh-oh. I'll have to go find that. Whoops. Okay, maybe this won't be my keyboard. I don't use the numpad on the side very much anyway. I always go straight up to the number pad on the top anyway. If I still used a soundboard through like voice mod or something, then that would be an issue. But it's not an issue right now. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. I think I know where it's at. I know where that's at. But, I was also having fun watching Mania, her second part of her playthrough for Security Breach. She premiered that yesterday, and I watched it, and I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know. From all the stuff I've seen from Security Breach, I already have some issues with it. But it's also still a lot of fun to watch other people that aren't as good with horror stuff like I am play horror stuff. That's still lots of fun. I have to be that guy. It's still a lot of fun. I don't know. A whole lot else has not happened. That's pretty much it, actually. Like, it's been a very eventful, but also not very eventful week for me. Oh, that's the other thing I can talk about. Auditions. I have done a fuck ton of auditions this past week. How many is that? Good lord. 13. There you go. I've done 13 this past week. Bleh. It's interesting trying out for projects like this again because, well, one, I'm rusty. I'm pretty rusty. But also two, you forget how much you enjoy a thing until you start doing it again. Which is why I avoid, like, things that I've absolutely adored in the past. That's why I avoid doing those things like the plague. Because I know I'll never stop them. It's why I completely removed everything Xenoverse 2 related off of my PC. It's why I waited so long to go back to Skyrim, and I still have Skyrim on this computer. Good lord. But it's also why I don't do MMOs. I just don't do those things. Those things are not things I do anymore. Not because I don't like them, but because I know it'll cause me a problem. But yeah, you forget how much fun you have with a thing until you start doing it again. Like, when I started sitting down and recording voice lines for auditions and such, good God, I had so much fun with it. It was so much fun to tinker around with Audacity again and play around with it again, and it was just so much fun. I don't know. It's also not easy to jump into a project when you aren't interested in it, because your performance is very much based on how much passion you have for a project. If I have a lot of passion for a project, then I'm going to do my absolute best and do probably the most amazing performance that I am capable of. If I'm not as interested in it, then I'm really not going to try as hard. It's not that I won't, it's not like an active decision to not try as hard. It's just your interest, your interest kind of gauges your performance sometimes. And I have trouble with that. But I found a lot of interesting and fun projects that I would not mind being a part of. That I wouldn't mind watch grow and become full-fledged series or such things, depending on what they are. It's what made working with Mania so much fun, which was watching the idea form, writing it, and then watching it come to life. Like, that whole process, I love that process. It's, I don't know, maybe I'm just addicted to creating things. I don't know. That might be it too, because I make YouTube videos almost on the daily at this point, and it still gives me that feeling of accomplishment that I normally wouldn't get from other things. I don't know, it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to start getting better as a voice actor, as an entertainer. I'm really excited to get back into these things, and I have a super positive attitude about it. It's so much more fulfilling now than it was, I don't know, a couple months ago. Like, even when things started to get better, I still didn't get out of my funk like I had hoped. But as I started coming out of my funk, like you can tell over the past week, I've been really coming out of my funk and being really more upbeat and energetic and fun. It also shows through my editing. Like, I take more time to do my editing if I'm enjoying it. I don't know. It's just so much. I'm just having so much fun with it. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop rambling. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm having a great time. I'm finally getting out of my funk, and I'm finally getting things back together to the point where I'm thoroughly enjoying myself again and have super high hopes for things. So anyway. I don't know. This year is starting out really strong, and I don't know if that means it's going to burn out really fast or it's going to get better as time goes on. I'm hoping for the latter rather than the former, because if things burn out too quick, I'm in trouble. Anyway. So thank you all so much for watching. Click the links in the description below for more videos that I've done, so also the YouTubers I worked with, and I will see you in the next video.